The park is 444 miles long, and we cover 3 states. The different zones of terrain, of habitats, of forest types, plants and animal communities that you find along the parkway has quite a range. How many other parks cover 5 degrees of latitude?
In that span, you cross a variety of ecosystems. There's ranges in habitat types from hardwood forest to pine-dominated forest to open grasslands. And that ecological diversity, I think, is part of what makes the Natchez Trace so beautiful.
The lower part of the trace has that more, I would say, stereotypical southern feel. You've got Spanish moss kind of dripping off the trees, big live oaks.
The lowest soil found down near Natchez and near the southern terminus is a unique soil in that it is deposited by wind. There are only a couple places on Earth where that sort of soil is found. It's very fluffy in characteristic.
The cane tucks are boatmen from the Ohio Valley. And they're called cane tucks because a large percentage of them are from Kentucky.
The cane tuck's relationship with the soil is a direct one, the lowest soil that is. Their footpaths were preserved in history because of the properties of the soil, because its soil is so easily compacted.
In addition to the live oaks and the pines, you're also going to find a few areas where they have those cypress swamps. And those cypress swamps are an area that, you know, you could just get lost in because they are so beautiful. And you feel like you've entered a complete wilderness.
The cypress swamp, which is located just north of Jackson, is one of the oldest, to my knowledge, of standing mature cypress and tupelo left in the state. The biggest attention getter at cypress swamp are usually the alligators.
The middle section from roughly Jackson to Tupelo is kind of a transition.
You begin to transition into a more southeastern mixed oak forest with oaks, various pine species, and some hickory.
People don't think about prairie in the southeast at all. They think of it more of a Midwestern thing. But there actually was a crescent of prairie that extended through northern Alabama, northeastern Mississippi, and then just a touch into Tennessee. We call it the Black Belt Prairie.
It is unusually fertile, and it's characterized by a black sort of soil, and so that's how it got its name, Black Belt Prairie. We've preserved about 180 acres along the Natchez Trace Parkway.
The indigo buntings that you can find during the summertime are just spectacular. As you're driving along the parkway, no matter where you are on the parkway, it's going to take you back in time. But that Black Belt Prairie is so authentic to this particular area that I think it's just an absolute treasure. The northern end of the parkway is a little bit different than the southern end. On the northern end, you are at the very edge of the southern Appalachian foothills. In the spring, you have absolutely gorgeous dogwoods and redbud trees that are blooming along the parkway. The wildflowers in the woodlands are absolutely spectacular, particularly at Rock Spring and Sweetwater Branch.
The scenic beauty of the Duck River is a sight to behold. It has got incredible diversity. The river watershed in general is quoted as being the most diverse river in all of North America. Jackson Falls is another example of a really beautiful waterfall located along the parkway. A short walk leads you down to a great exposure of limestone.
In the fall, you have the spectacular leaves changing color.
You've got your oaks and your maples and all kinds of trees up here.
And the neat thing is, no matter when you come in the spring and the fall, somewhere on the trace you're probably going to find those spectacular colors.
The Park Service goes to a great extent to preserve the scenery, including the natural resources, so that they are sort of untouched by modern man. And so I hope that people get that sense, not only for the cultural resources and the scenic resources that the Parkway provides, but also the natural wonder that is preserved by the Natchez Trace Parkway.